Everybody. It's a little bit of a different time for me to be doing a live, but you know what? I'm doing it. Normally I do it in the morning, but today I had a few appointments. I want to come on here and talk about exactly what I wrote in the description. What you feel is what you are, what your life ends up being. I don't know if it's just fate, but just in the last week or so, I've heard so many times. If it's not on a podcast that I'm listening to, it's a training. It's kind of one of those things where you hear it once and you just start hearing it over and over again. I really had to talk about it. So basically, for those of you guys in business, for instance, and I know you guys will understand this, if you've been feeling like you're in a rut, right? And maybe you're not able to get out of it, or you feel like, oh, this is not going where I want it to go. I'm feeling like crap. And then you seem to just feel like you're just in there for a really long time, like you're almost digging yourself even a bigger hole. It's because when you think about how you feel, right? You think about how you feel, that will create the action, right? So if you feel crappy, you may not even do anything. So it creates inaction, I guess, in that case. And therefore, when you don't have action, that creates your results, right? And I mean, I can really only explain it in this way. If you feel like you're not providing value, okay, and maybe you don't know you're feeling this way, but you kind of subconsciously feel this way, then you're going to come across in a way that someone who's listening to you will feel that, right? So when you throw that out into the world, like feeling like crap, feeling like you don't create value, then the world is going to respond in the same sense, right? It's not going to give you anything back because you're not creating value, and therefore you start yielding these results that you didn't want. What if, right? Hear me out. What if you actually felt good all the time? And I realize that's easier said than done, right? But you just felt good all the time, whether it's just something you have to psych yourself up to every morning, but you just decided to feel good all the time. My mentor, Adam Daw, is so awesome at this. He's amazing. And I learn so much from him that, he just makes it so clear, but he's always feeling good, right? And when he feels good, right, he gets these great actions in place, and then he gets the results he wants, right? But it's not an ingenuine good, it's a real good, right? It's a genuine good, and I think that's why I've been really great at what I do, is because essentially when I put out the good and the value into the world as to what I do, right, I just get something back, right? I get people responding in a way that I could really use your help, right? And then I get these results. And then that makes me feel even better. So I get more confident, and I just again throw it back out into the world because my confidence yields happiness. My happiness, right, just makes me feel better. And again, throwing value back out and then getting it back. Think about what you want to accomplish. If you've been trying to, work out, and I'm really bad for being the example in this, but if you want to work out, right, and you're just getting really frustrated, why don't you kind of take a step back besides the obvious and looking good? Well, what is it that you want to look good for? It's obvious to be confident, right? You want to feel good in your own body, but is there a reason, right? Is it going to bring good to somebody else, right? Do you want to spark your marriage up and look good so that, you know what, it just sparks things up? I know what that means. Maybe that should be the thing you're putting out there, not like, oh, I'm not looking good. I feel, overweight. I feel yucky. I guess I'll work out. Like that's what you're putting out. Right? And then you're not even putting the effort in. Right? You're not even putting the honest effort in because you're just dragging your feet and you don't get the results. And then, a month happens and you're not where you want to be. Right? And then you just stop. Right? Some of us don't stop, but we continue on this cycle of, you know, working out because we think we need to, but we don't really think about why, right? Maybe you want to work out because you want to be healthier for your kids, right? Well, that would make me happy. right? To know that I'm getting healthier every day, right? So it's just really giving it time and really thinking about what you're thinking about. Anyways, I know that was long winded. I hope you guys got value from that. I hope you have a great weekend. I got you all. Have a good night.